One of the other, one of the final things, you know, is we had to come up with a name for this thing. And look, when you see it, it's quite big. The names can be important, you know, and you know, we threw around a bunch of different names. One of them was the garage, yeah, as seen here. It is a rack garage. It is where you go in and park these racks on occasion. One of the other ones was it was a server hut or the rack shack. I think I like this one. Gives you a nice calming atmosphere. But in the end, I would say you know, one of the key things that I really enjoyed about this collaboration effort was the team. The Rumsey team, the top-notch team, really provided a lot of value add, a lot of constructive feedback, understood limitations you know, around manufacturing and mechanical design, really helped us get it along. Of course, Bob is the leader. I hand it to Bob to be able to you know, be the leader in that you know, that guiding light that all of us were following. And of course, the Wright line team back home. They really helped bring it in. And everybody, yeah. Because sometimes that's what it feels like, right? Yeah. That's our, that is some of our team back home. Just real quickly, me, our CEO, Ed Benarsic. Brian Jackson is the lead design engineer. Rick Latino as the engineering manager. Mike Tresh is our data center business unit leader. And of course, our buddy Joe Russo. With that, any other questions, concerns? Emotional outburst. Go ahead.
One question in regards to the raised floor. So obviously it looks like there's no raised floor at all, so that looks like it's been completely eliminated. Now, what about the cabling situation? Is that all overhead, or how has that been solved?
I think Bob can talk a little bit about that, but one of the big drivers that we really started looking at the structural constraints is the amount of cabling, and the weight of cabling became you know, quite restrictive in the design, and that now will be an overhead design.
That's correct. It's going to be on top of the cabinets on the standalone typical ladder rack.
That was how ours did. So does that mean that boxes that require cabling from under 4 can't be listed?
They can't receive under 4 feet.
So that wasn't the mainframes and some cable libraries.
I think there are other solutions that work in some of those things, but yes, power will be delivered overhead and we'll have a transition.
And there's plenty of height in the enclosure. Yes, sir.
I have a concern about the face surface of each unit, which is 140 to 150 square feet, and a 4-foot exhaust chamber. And the velocity of the air going up that exhaust chamber from 2 ways. One is an acoustic standpoint, and the other is just not being able to evacuate the air and maintain the subambient pressure in the outlets.
So, I mean, just to rephrase that and make sure that I understand it, you're concerned about the 2-foot by 2-foot chimney, the amount of mass of air you can get there based on the amount of air and rack density that could possibly be in there.
Yeah, because you've got about 72 square feet on each side of every module. So that's over 120 to 150 square feet of air coming through the cabinets. And then you've got 4 square feet to exhaust all of that air. That means that the velocity in that chimney has to be 30 to 40 times what your input velocity is for the surface.
First, I think you may be mistaken in that there are, I think, a maximum of 5 2x2 chimneys on that enclosure.
What was not probably clear, I mean, just to go back to some of those pictures, we're only showing 1 chimney there on this design. That's one of the fully loaded chimneys.
All right. I was just going by your picture.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, looking at this, you are correct. If there was only 1 chimney, it would be a relative concern. One of the other things that you can also do is extend it. You know, it will grow. This is actually showing, you know, in a very much a pod type concept, and you can actually extend it out each one of these sides and just reuse that whole end fascia. put on another framework and continue going, and as you continue to go, each one of these is actually a landing spot for a potential in future chimney. And you can have backflow dampers in there, you can have fan assist in there, or you can have it open. So you can handle some of those derivations as he was pointing out. Any other questions? Before we try to get back on track with,
Carl, thanks very much.
thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna,